So, part of the reason I never went back to play Black and White, when I, got older and had my own money to buy games, is that I didn't like a lot of the designs, Because they did that kind of soft reset where you have none of the original Pokemon. They ended up kind of filling a lot of the same archetypes with new designs. And I get, if you want to go from a biological standpoint, Unova's supposed to be very far away from the previous regions, so biological diversity, they would have evolved differently and whatnot. But, it does give that, they're running out of ideas, but, I don't know, I feel like even with some, similar ecological niches, I feel like they could have gone some different directions with it, Audino being the Pokemon Center Pokemon, which I say because obviously I'm sick. They still went with pink, very kind of rounded, soft shapes. And I feel like, what ecological niche does being pink have to do with healing? I feel like they could have, departed a little more from, the designs or whatever that they were based on, or reworking. So I just didn't like how similar a lot of the different Pokemon were. And then also the back sprites. I know a lot of people love the visual direction of Black and White, and I understand that, but to me, the way they did the back sprites, by bringing them closer, making them bigger, yeah, that's all fine and good, but, it's like they just took the same resolution and scaled it up so the pixels are bigger, and I just think that looks really bad. I would have completely preferred if, the pixels for all the sprites kept at the same scale. I feel like that would have, and just made the back sprites, bigger than the front sprites to keep that sense of scale in there. That would have just felt more immersive to me. So whenever I watch playthroughs of it online, the back sprites just take me out a bit. And then I don't like a lot of the designs, so I never played any of the Unova games. I absolutely love the concept of the Pokemon World Tournament. I wish that they would bring something like that back now that we've had, several generations since then. And I think that could be a really interesting post-game to, see how they make all these updated and harder teams for all of the new characters we have had. So, and this is all personal opinion. Obviously, a lot of people love Black and White and Black 2 White 2. Totally my opinion. So, yeah, good to go.